Well, hell, here we are, friends. Just want to say thank you, friends and neighbors, for each and every one of you that helped make this right here a reality. Whether it be through Kickstarter or those of you that helped in other ways, I just want to say how much I appreciate you. I had two goals with this video show. Number two being that I wanted to take everything that made the Old Soul Radio Show something special and incorporate it into this video show. I wanted to take the Old Soul Radio Show and make it something you could see. And I feel like I've done that. You know, all I ever wanted, I didn't want praise, didn't want nothing like that. I ain't that kind of person. You all know me. But what I do want is when you all watch this, you think to yourself or you tell somebody, you know what? Old WB did it. I've put a lot of time into this. I've had to learn a whole lot I didn't know. But I made it. And my number one goal, I just wanted to put something out there that made y'all happy. We live in a time that there's so much negativity. I just wanted to do my part, brighten your day. So hell, hope y'all enjoy the show, friends. Oh.
Warning, this radio show contains strong language, excessive use of alcohol and tobacco products, a whole lot of bullshitting and nudity. We here at WBWalker.com are not responsible for any lewd behavior, recklessness, illegal acts, or unwanted pregnancies directly caused by listening to this radio show. Viewer discretion is advised.
On tonight's broadcast, I'd like to salute a couple friends of mine, old brother Ed Brookett and sister Kelly Brookett in their hometown of Fort Anne, New York. Population, wrote it down here, population 6,000.
Salute!
Well, friends, that I know a lot of you probably thought that never would get started with this thing right here, but it feels pretty damn good to get this old video show going. Got a brother of mine, old Darrin Hacquard, back down here in Dingus, Kentucky, for another mighty fine episode, or I guess the first mighty fine episode here of the old So Video Show. Darrin's gonna play us some songs, so you wanna pick us one, brother?
Let's do it. All my old red-faced alcoholic friends still go out on the weekends, tell a joke or sing a song, wave at the wagon as it rolls along, talking loud and putting on a show, shoveling shit with a silver spade. They don't care about the debts they owe, they're only worried about the ones they paid. Drunken philosopher, what are you gonna do if insight were a currency? Man, we'd be owing you. Man, we'd be owing you. Dreaming at night of an untimely demise, he's punching a time clock by day, laying on the ground looking up at the sky after putting a 12-pack away. Inspiration can cause irrational behavior. Honey, it never looked good on camera. You were never anybody's savior. Oh, but man, I gotta hand it to you, drunken philosopher. What are you gonna do if insight were a currency? Man, we'd be owing you, drunken philosopher. What are you gonna do if insight were a currency? Man, we'd be owing you. Man, we would be owing you. Man, we'd be owing you. Ooh.
Well, brother, that was pretty damn good. Today was the first time I heard that one. How new is that one right there?
That's probably been a couple years ago. Yeah.
I guess what last time you was here, what, 20? Was it 16 or 17?
Spring of 2017.
17. Like you saying earlier, what, 4 years? It
4 years.
flies by.
Yeah.
So how's life been treating you?
Oh, well, 4 years? Let me think. I can't complain, honestly. Life's been good. It's been great.
Have you been able to play any shows at all, or are they just kind of here and there, or have you been able to do much with all this COVID stuff going on?
Man, I'll tell you, I don't think I've done anything official since March 8th last year. Trying to woodshed a lot.
Yeah. That Hawkins video they done, it was probably right around the time that all that stuff happened, wasn't it?
That was in February, I
Yeah.
think, yeah, of last year.
Yeah, I watched that one there last night. If you ain't seen it, where do you say you played at?
That was at Hawking College.
Yeah, so if you ain't seen it, It's on YouTube. It's about a 24, 25-minute set, something like that. Y'all check it out. It's a damn good one.
Shout out to Hocking College, Hocking County. Represent.
That's right. Brother, you want to play us another one?
Yeah, I was thinking of last time I was here. I said I'm gonna hit you with some of the new ones, since you're worn out on the classics. So I'm gonna come back to the greatest hits catalog a little bit.
Bring it all around full circle.
Well, you've been listening to all those voices inside of your head. Make you want to open up a bottle of pills and just lay around in bed. And the cold black water come rushing in over your head. You are beginning to think you might be better off dead. Hurricane season is coming down again. You better hold on to what you can. Still waters run deep, and that's what the old folks always said. Water don't run much at all when it's frozen. You are beginning to count yourself as a human failure. You are beginning to think that it might be best to just call the whole thing off. Everywhere you're looking around you, it's nothing but stale here. And all you ever feel is nothing at all. Hurricane season is coming down again. You better hold on to what you can. Still waters run deep, Brandon, that's what the old folks always said. Water don't run much at all when it's frozen. Some people die in a fiery automobile crash. Some people die in a nursing home. Some people die in jail. Some people die inside before they're ever really dead. And they live out their days in their own personal hell. Hurricane season is coming down again. You better hold on to what you can. Still waters run deep, and that's what the old folks always said. Water don't run much at all when it's frozen. Water don't run much at all when it's frozen. Still waters don't run much at all.
Woo! That was a good one. That was off what? Signs and Wonders, wasn't it?
Yes.
What year did that record come out?
2015. Yeah.
My understanding, you've been working on some new stuff. You probably got enough material for another release, don't you?
Yeah, I do. And then some. So what I've got in mind is a trilogy. You know what I mean? So when the third one, sort of like Crocodile Dundee 1, 2, and 3, and then when the third one's done, move on to a new concept.
I heard that. With Signs and Wonders, I know it's on iTunes, and where all is it available right now that you know of?
Oh, Spotify, iTunes, Deezer, Tidal, a whole host of them, yeah.
So if you all use any of them services, or if you get your music on iTunes or whatever, you make sure you pick Signs and Wonders up. It's a record that I've listened to over and over and over. I featured it on the radio show probably back in maybe 2016, something like that. It's been a minute, but it's still one that I spend quite a bit, so y'all make sure you pick it up. Hell, brother, you want to play another one of your chart topping hits here?
Yeah, let me see. Played this last time I was here, but hopefully I've gotten better at it. When I was just a young man, not even 21, my father called upon me and he told me, son, the work is never easy, people aren't always kind. You gotta hold your head up high and toe that line. And you toe that line, the only thing to do. Cause I have known some hard times and I've always made it through. Don't let your burdens on you keep the devil under your shoe. You gotta hold your head up high, pull on through. I woke up one morning, my head was spinning round. My good friend lying cold there in a hospital gown. We always shared our sorrows and the good times that we found. You know it always cheered me up when he came around. Cause he told that line, the only thing to do. We chased our troubles down the road and then we drank a few. We shared our stories and our songs and we showed our scars, it's true. But we held our heads up high and we pulled on through. There's a preacher man talking about the end time and the government's a zoo. Corruption leaking over this land like blood from a wound. I'm going out to the country, take a walk out into the woods. I'll sit down on a rock and think about a thing or two. And I'll toe that line, the only thing to do. Because I have known those hard times and I've always made it through. I won't let my burdens on me keep a devil under my shoe. I'm gonna hold my head up high and pull on through. Yeah, I'm gonna hold my head up high and pull on through. Yeah, I'm gonna hold my head up high and pull on through.
Oh, hell. That's a damn good one. Like he said, he played it. We recorded a live podcast here from the Barn and Grill back in 2017. It's available over at wbwalker.com, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, wherever you listen to podcasts. If you search for WB Walker's Old Soul Radio Show, once it pulls me up, scroll through till you find old brother Darrin Hacquard here. That was, like I was telling you earlier, we've done, I don't know, 40, 50, 60 live shows here from the Barn and Grill, and that's one that I've listened to countless times over the years. I listened to it, quite a bit of it last night. It's one that probably a couple weeks don't go by that I don't give her a spin. It's a damn good one. I recommend y'all checking it out. But this year, we was talking earlier about all the folks we've lost this year. You know, John Prine, Billy Joe Shaver, but somebody that I know that you're a fan of, and growing up, his music was sure meant a lot to me. You had posted a video on YouTube, or on Facebook, and man, I just loved it. I watched it over and over and over, and I had talked to you, and I put it up on my YouTube channel. Maybe some of you checked it out, but I love to hear some John Deere Green.
You got it, man. You got it. Just want to take a moment to thank you too, brother. I love you, and
I love you too.
Everyone out on the internet, it's been a tough year not getting to see people, you know. So.
Yeah, you're one that I've thought about a whole lot over the past year and stuff, and you know, like I was telling you, I've went through a lot and stuff, and I haven't really got to do a whole lot. And you know, the local hunting's come down back in. It was right before COVID got bad. It was January, February, something like that. and Abe Partridge come down a few months back. But besides you all coming here and playing shows, the last actual show I seen was my anniversary show back in 2019. So I had some stuff happen not too long after that kind of screwed things up a little bit for me. But it means the world to me, y'all coming down here and playing songs, and I appreciate Josh coming down here today and just sitting here listening to you play and stuff. This is just kind of surreal to me. I just want to say thank you to everybody that contributed to the Kickstarter to make this happen. Y'all made a dream of mine come true, and I'm hoping y'all enjoy these shows.
All right, Joe Diffie, pour one out. They were farm kids way down in Dixie, going to high school in the 60s. Everyone knew it was love from the start. One July in midnight hour, he climbed up on the water tower, stood on the rail and painted a 10-foot heart. And John Deere green, on a hot summer night, he wrote Billy Bob loves Charlene. Letters 3 foot high, and the whole town said the fool should have used red, but it looked good to Charlene. And John Deere green. They settled down on 80 acres, raising sweet corn, kids had tomatoes. They fit together like a hand in a glove. On a clear day from their front yard, if you look and know what to look for, off to the east you can still read his words of love. And John Deere green, on a hot summer night, he wrote Billy Bob loves Charlene. Letters 3 foot high, and the whole town said the fool should have used red, but it looked good to Charlene. And John Deere green. Now more than once the town had discovered painting over it ain't no use. There ain't no paint in the world that'll cover it, the heart keeps showing through. And John Deere green, on a hot summer night, he wrote Billy Bob loves Charlene. Letters 3 foot high, and the whole town said the fool should have used red, but it looked good to Charlene. And John Deere green. And John Deere green.
Brother, I appreciate that one. Like I said, when you posted that, I know it's right after Diffie had passed away, and I know you said you've been playing that one for years. And
oh yeah.
It made my day. But one thing, it's when you do a podcast, you really don't have to worry, or you don't put any thought into what you're wearing or anything like that. So what's on my mind, old T-shirt here is a couple brothers of mine, old brother Garrett and brother Mike. They do a podcast called Hippies and Cowboys. They play music, do some interviews. Some damn good guys. So if you've never checked out their podcast, you need to do that right there. It's I'm sure available Spotify, iTunes, wherever you listen to podcasts. But that's one thing that me and Justin Payne had talked years ago, probably 4 or 5 years ago, about me transitioning, or not really moving to it, but accompanying the podcast with something visual. And as many of you know, the RIAA sent me a kind of like really wasn't a cease and desist, but I had copyright infringements on the podcast, and I didn't know what if I was going to be able to continue to do it. So Brother Coulter Wall, he called me one night, and he said, you have to figure out a way to continue doing something. And he said, you need to He said, have you thought about doing YouTube? And I said, yeah, something I've thought about, but you know, all that stuff, it's expensive. I don't know much about the whole the audio side of things and the video side of things, so this is just kind of surreal. I know I've already said it, but I'm just sitting here and it just feels kind of like a dream. Man, this is pretty cool. I'm glad that I've put so much time over the years into I bought it in 2015 into this barn here, and I'm glad at least y'all can see some of it. It's a pretty cool spot, and if any of you's ever close to Dingus, just give me a holler. I'd love to show her to you.
There's no place that I'd rather be than right here with my redneck White Sox.
Blue Ribbon Deer. That's a good one. Brother, you want to do us another one there?
Yeah, let me see. You wanted to hear that Staggering Angel, right? See if I can get that going for you.
That's one of my favorites. That one also is available on Signs and Wonders, so like I said, pick that album up.
Well, Papa's spitting kerosene and cussing out his toe, puffing on his mash and picking crow. That soldier's looking sickly and it might come down to blows. He was born 100 years ago. That ghost is thirsty and he don't know why. No one would pop a cork with him the day before he died, but he don't care. The man is dead. That staggering little angel's wet his bed. Kentucky was a stain on my mother's wedding gown. Lord, it made her cringe to hear the sound. She was just a Portsmouth girl when Daddy lay her down like a relic in the dark and bloody ground. That woman's crazy and she loves Ron Rico. She lights her shots on fire before she chases them with Tampico. She's the one makes me smile. That crooked grin will never fade from style. Her half-brother, now who was he? They found him in a dumpster on the edge of New Orleans in the dead of winter. The man was frozen. They'd found him there with ketchup on his jeans. Now Papa's up in heaven getting tossed with Jesse James. I'm still sucking air and passing blame. Mom's down at the junk store spelling out her middle name, and the more things change, the more they stay the same.
Talking about Portsmouth, or singing about Portsmouth, when I was about 15, 16 years old, a buddy of mine, my brother Nick Salmons, we were staying in they were real close to the flood wall. There was like some places where you could put campers and stuff. Mm-hmm. We had a camper out there, his mom and family. I went with them out there. There was a bar, I don't know if it's still open or not. It's in Portsmouth. I think it was called Richard Noggins.
Richard Noggins.
Old dickheads. But we was walking around Portsmouth probably 9, 10 o'clock at night, and there was a band playing at that bar, and we sat outside was trying to listen, and somebody, a doorman, something like that, come outside, and he knew we was young kids, and I said, that sounds really good, so he propped the door open and let me listen. I can't remember a whole lot from it, it's been a long time ago, but I remember that band, they done a cover of Old Fielder's Hey Man, Nice Shot, and that's about, I ain't spent a whole lot of time in Portsmouth, but what little bit of time I spent there, I've had a good time.
Yeah, that's all right, man.
Pretty good place. Play us another one.
Yeah. How's about The hills are alive with autumnal demise, and I guess I'll be seeing you soon. The death and decay have made us this way, and your eyes burn as bright as a copper still's fuel. Just licking the wind in the shadows of an October moon. Deepest of rest I took in your breast when the frost kissed the earth like a dream. Now I'm fevered with sweat and I'm clutching my chest, jarred from my nightmare by the coyote scream. Whistling along to the cold song the coyotes sing. These questionable women need more than I'm given, but I was doing just fine on my own. As the harvest moon rises, the night advertises one more chance to reap what I've sown. Alone on a hill, staring out at the darkness below. To all the demons I've buried and the ones that I've married, yeah, I guess I'll be seeing you soon. The green leaves of May have turned golden and gray, and they fall down to rest in their tomb, gathering dew in the shadows of an October moon.
Who was the band that I know that it says it on the title on iTunes? Who was the band you recorded that one with?
That is the Terrified Riders, and that's my buddy Severn Edmondson's project out of Lexington, and he produced that track. And
I've met him a time or two, I'm pretty sure.
I bet you have, yeah. He played with me at he played drums with me at your
Yeah.
anniversary.
I knew that I'd met him. I couldn't remember if he come down here with you. You come with John R. and Chloe.
That's right.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's a damn good one. I do periodically, which I don't get drunk no more. So, I guess I ain't technically drinking with WB episodes, but every now and again I'll get nostalgic and just want to do a show where I play just, instead of featuring 3 artists, I'll play a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow or another, the past 3 or 4 shows I've done like that, I've found my way to that one and played it on the show. It's one of my favorite songs that you put out. It's a damn good one, brother.
I appreciate that. Camel cigarettes and white tequila, prescription Adderall, nail 8-1. Another season face I see is my own. And it feels so good, it feels so good to be alone. You had my back when the shit came down. We loaded up and headed out of town. We stood together under the bloody cliffs. Change is coming round. And you hold a residency in my soul. And there are things about me only you would know. And the measures we have grown. Now I can feel the silence. I'm growing on my own. Camel cigarettes and white tequila, standing on a rooftop at the break of dawn. You stood away from me, but I could feel you looking over the city beyond. And my heart goes drifting through the snow. And my eyes search the fire glow. And the only face I see is my own. And it feels so good, it feels so good to be alone. Yes, it feels so good, it feels so good to be alone.
I've heard that one before.
I don't think you have either. Yeah.
It's a good one.
Thank you.
It's a damn good one. Yeah, man, means the world to me that y'all are down here today. It, like I was saying, I think what I was saying a minute ago, y'all got here about 12, something like that, and as we're recording this right now, it's about 6:30, and we've had a pretty damn good day, ain't we?
We sure have, yeah.
You and Josh got tutors. You all brought me some tutors, and
oh baby, yeah, we had some tutors. Listen to some George Jones.
You got to listen to some of that Sturgill record for the cutting
Yeah,
the grass for the first time today.
I like the Sturgill grass record. I think it's top notch.
You done pretty good on that one.
We got some fried chicken on the way.
We got fried chicken on the way. Man, that's a pretty solid day. You wake up with some tutors, you listen to George Jones, and you end the day with good friends and a bucket of the Colonel's finest. So
yeah,
pretty good day, brother.
Let's do it again tomorrow.
Hey, I'm game if you are. Sounds good to me.
See, I was wanting to play you one here. My friend Bart Wiseman out of Wellston, Ohio, and he turned me on to some local legends. Old Tom Way Mannering out there, and a guy named Mike Pratt, and all three of them kind of put their heads together and wrote this song that you wouldn't hear in, well, maybe if you went to the Wellston VFW, you'd hear it, but that's about it. So give this a shot.
I'm glad to have her in Dingus.
Got this guitar and a silver dollar my grandpa gave me before he died. He said, son, you could make it to the Opry if you tried. There ain't a star to wish on out tonight, and I'm so damn lonesome I could cry. These old trucks keep rolling by me about 90 miles an hour. I developed a lot of respect for that Detroit power. A cold beer and a warm meal would sure hit the spot. with this guitar to silver dollar, it's all I've got. There'll be no more tales of these bars and jails to haunt me while I'm flying. Some say, son, you'd better settle down. There might be someone buying. Hell, I'm lying on a bottle most of the time, hunting words that rhyme. And I miss my dear old granddad and the things he used to say. I never got to tell him I loved him till this day. Hey Grandpa, I wanna say I love you, and I wanna say thanks a lot for this guitar to silver dollar, it's all I've got. There'll be no more tales of these bars and jails to haunt me while I'm flying. Some say, son, you'd better settle down, there might be someone buying. Hell, I'm lying on a bottle most of the time, hunting words that rhyme. I couldn't believe my ears when Uncle Bill came home to say, you give a job up at the Opry when Mom and Daddy passed away. Oh, and you came back home and raised me, and I want to say thanks a lot for this guitar to silver dollar, it's all I've got. There'll be no more tales of these bars and jails to haunt me while I'm flying. Some say, son, you'd better settle down, there might be someone buying. Hell, I'm lying on a bottle most of the time, hunting words that rhyme. Yeah, I'm hunting words that rhyme. Yeah, I'm hunting words that rhyme.
Woo!
Damn
Good.
They can be coaches.
That's a good one, wasn't it?
I bet your friends wrote an almost perfect country song.
Well, you can send the checks to Bart Wiseman and Tom Wayne Mannering and Mike Pratt. Out there in Wellston, boys.
Good old Wellston. You know, y'all probably hear with Josh Green over here talking. He, over the years, what year we first meet?
13.
13. I was going to say 13 or 14.
Mountain Arts Center.
Yep. We know we was hanging out with Shooter and Colonel John Hensley and on Josh Morningstar. That was a good one. And me and Josh, we've been as thick as thieves. He's like a big brother to me. I give him hell all the time, but he's all right. He's okay. But it means the world to me that he gets to be here for the first old video show here. So
We love you, Josh. Thanks.
You know I love you.
Thanks for driving me down here.
thanks for buying me tutors.
You guys are both welcome.
Yeah, I told you I was trying to watch what I ate a little bit. Cholesterol was a little high, trying to eat a little bit more healthier. But old wrap wasn't too bad. That's the first time I've got one of them. Old ham and cheese wrap from Tudors. Pretty good stuff. Well, brother, you want to pick us another one here?
Yeah.
What you got in mind for us?
Let me make sure I'm in tune. First of all.
I've heard people tell me that they've had their guitars perfectly tuned and something about going through Dingus Tunnel just screws it up. I don't know. Might be something to it.
That could be it.
We did go through it 3 times.
I think it's definitely a portal to a different dimension.
It's something else. It's a lot. Well, you hadn't been through it since they put lights in it, had you? It's a lot nicer now. Still, when it's foggy, man, it sucks. So if any of you is ever close to Dingus, West Virginia, make sure you go through the tunnel. It's something pretty neat.
Yeah, we went through it about 4 times today trying to find WB's place out here.
It's one of them places that you accidentally ain't gonna find it. Sometimes when you're looking for it, you can't find it. So, kind of how I like it.
Yeah, you wanted me to play Louise, which I'm always happy to do. A song about my mamaw there.
Tell on your video the little backstory you was telling about the song.
Well, my mamaw's name is Louise, and the song is from her perspective. Some people, and my mom, you know, her dad was a pretty kooky fella, and I relay some of the stories about him that she's told me over the years. But one is when her and her sisters were all little, her dad had come home from the bar one night about, you know, closing time and said, we gotta pack it up and go, because I just murdered someone in a bar fight, and we gotta roll out. So they went from Portsmouth, Ohio to Baltimore, Maryland in the middle of the night. Mom said she was riding with her dad in a dump truck that he had, and then Mom and the other girls were in a sedan behind him. And he worked at a shipyard in Baltimore there for a while, and then someone sent word that the man had not in fact perished, and they came back to Portsmouth.
Well, your grandpa was pretty smart, because I mean, if he already had a dump truck, I mean, that's the perfect way to move shit. You ain't got to get a U-Haul or nothing like that. Just throw it in the back of your dump truck and take off.
Another one about that dump truck, she said, because he would go get coal and then go around and sell it to people. And one time he traded a dump truck full of coal for a dump truck full of watermelons, thinking he could turn a good profit on that, and then the watermelons all ended up rotten.
You talking about coal? There's a documentary. If you ain't seen it, you need to check it out. If you ain't seen it, check it out. It's called The Irish Pub.
The Irish Pub.
Yeah, and they go to, like, I don't know, 10, 12 different pubs in Ireland, and, you know, talk to these some of them they call landlords and stuff, like the people that run the pubs, and they just tell stories. Some of these pubs, you know, been there. America, we got 250 years of history, and some of these pubs are 400 years old. Same floors, the same bar tops and all that stuff. But they was telling a story on there that there was a family that's real poor. They had come to town, and all they had money to buy was coal and flour. So they had it in the back of their wagon their horses was pulling or whatever, and it come this torrential downpour, you know, just a cloud burst, and it rained on that flour, and the flour mixed with the coal. But they were so poor they couldn't throw it away, so they had an old man that lived with them. It was like the granddad or whatever, and he was 80, 90 years old, and they got the idea that they was going to make a cake out of that flour and feed it to the old man. And I guess he had lived a good long life anyway, and once he ate it and didn't get sick or nothing like that, they eat it themselves. So
waste not, want not.
No, made old Papa the guinea pig here.
See if I can get this. Louise, listen closely. I think I killed a man at the Wonder Bar on 3rd Street. We fought hand to hand. Go and wake the children. Run and grab your gown. Bring only what you must, dear. We must be leaving town. Load it all in the back of my truck. We'll drive east till the sun comes up. Taking those back roads with my pedal to the floor. till we reach Baltimore. Darling, please forgive me. Drunken fools will brawl. Darling, please stay with me. I need you most of all. I'll get a job in a factory. Do my best for our family. Give you everything that money can provide. Please dry your eyes. One love for our family, one love for our lives. One blood stains the pavement, one blood red sunrise.
Brother, I appreciate that one. Like I was telling you last night, I didn't go to bed till about 4:30 this morning, something like that. Just thinking about doing the show today and stuff. I just couldn't sleep, and was watching a bunch of your YouTube videos. What did you say the video for Louise that's on YouTube? What did you say you had submitted it for?
I submitted it for NPR's Tiny Desk Concert Contest.
Yeah, so if you search Darrin Hacquard, Louise on YouTube, that video right there should show up for you. It's damn good when you're standing out in front of the, looks like a pretty good little snow, and
yeah, out local cemetery there.
It's a good one, brother. Well, what are you thinking on here next?
Well, probably pick it up a little bit and try to rock one if I can here.
Rock her out, brother.
Sitting in your car at the filling station, daylight's fading and we're sitting here waiting. Sun glow sweeping across the Southland. Trucks lined up at Bill's ice cream stand. It's just something about the season. Sitting at a pump with no good reason. Rolling on a highway headed nowhere. Send me a postcard when you get there. We got drunk and raised hell in the lawn of an old hotel. I'll never forget when the morning came. Sat on the bank and waited for a train. I killed the bottle and hucked it to the track. Laughter filled the air like shattering glass. The train come roaring down the shooting pool with a devilish hustler, trying to tell myself I could trust her, crossing the line in an Asheville high-rise, city lights fading into sunrise. Told you I want to get married in Vegas. You told me you want to have a bunch of my babies. You give me a ribbon of delicate blue. I get so low when I think about you. Never again, oh never again. Never again, oh never again. Never again, oh never again.
Woo. Mighty fine.
That's a good one.
Never again until next time.
That's usually how it goes, isn't it?
Yep.
Usually how it goes.
Unrequited love. What a bust.
What else? What are you thinking on there for the next one here?
I think there's a good few videos of me doing You Were a Friend, but I think it's the best song I probably have written, or one of my, maybe my favorites, so I'd like to play it.
That's a good one.
Man, you were a dreamer, busting out at the seams. You were a stronghold on the backwoods scene. You were a derelict, hungry and weathered, tripping your way through the lines that kept you tethered. You were delusional, scouring those dark places, rising up like a vision in those hallowed public spaces. You were an angel with a smoking gun. You were the one, man, you were the one. You were dumb luck, you were awestruck. You built it from the ground up, and then laughing burn it down. You were the muse, you were confused. You were born to lose, you were born to lose. In a broke down van. You were a drummer in a punk rock band. You were a savior in a shattered land. You had a hand in the counter plan. You were a sentinel to the age of men. You were a friend, you were a friend. You were dumb luck, you were awestruck. You built it from the ground up, and then laughing burn it down. You were the muse, you were confused. You were born to lose, you were born to lose. You were born to lose. You were born to lose.
That's a good one, brother.
Thank you.
Well, I was talking earlier about how me and you and Josh, we've got to listen to quite a bit of the possum today.
Oh, indeed we have.
And it's been some pretty damn good records. Got a box set in today you said that you had, and I heard some songs on there I ain't heard in a long time, so that's pretty fun.
Those old Star Day recordings.
Man, you can't beat them. You want to play us an old George Jones song?
Yeah, I won a karaoke contest with this one time. The Smiling Skull Saloon in Athens, Ohio.
I was getting ready to ask where first.
You can't go wrong with little George Jones.
Has it been a year since the last time I saw her? My God, I could swear it was 10. And the ocean of liquor I drank to forget her is gonna kill me, but I'll drink till then. I've been living in hell with a bar for a cell, still paying for my cheating crime. And I've got a long way to go, still doing time. Still doing time. Honky-tonk prison, still doing time, where a man ain't forgiven. My poor heart is breaking, Lord, and there's no escaping. Each morning when I wake up and I find still doing time. Still doing time. Cheating twice, it's 20 to life in a place where the sun never shines. And I've got a long way to go, still doing time. Still doing time. Honky-tonk prison, still doing time, where a man ain't forgiven. My poor heart is breaking, Lord, and there's no escaping. Each morning when I wake up and I find still doing time. Still doing time. Still doing time. Playing possum.
Playing possum. I could sit and listen to you play George Jones songs all day.
Oh, I could play them all. I could play them all day.
If I'd have been at that karaoke bar, I'd have went home with you.
He'd probably put out too, I'd say.
You heard it. Man, I wish I had a time machine.
Missed opportunities there. What we could give, we couldn't go back. Well, you want to play us another one of the DH songs, or?
Yes, and I will. You know, I started my last show here with this one, and I'll end it with this one. But this is the 90s pop punk version of it. So
sounds like a plan to me, brother.
I went up to the mountain, and the mountain said, rest in me. You're gonna rest your weary head on eternity. I went down to the river, and the river said it all melts away, and you're not gonna take it with you when you leave. I keep on doing all things I ought not to be doing. Lady Luck keeps coughing me out on her heavenly shore. Just when I think things couldn't get any worse, sun shines down on my face just a little bit warmer. Sometimes I wish all my friends could live in the very same town. We cook dinner, play music, drink beers, and hang out all the time. Sometimes I wish that I live in a goddamn cave, a place where no one could ever know my mind. I went up to the mountain, and the mountain said, rest in me. You're gonna rest your weary head on eternity. I went down to the river, and the river said it all melts away, and you're not gonna take it with you when you leave. Sometimes I fantasize about driving my car off of a bridge and either breaking my neck or drowning in the water below. But you know what? Then there'd be no more road trips and my car would be rendered valueless. No more cheap motels or gas station coffee to go. You know, I'm taking a good look around and the scene looks pretty bleak. I'm wondering, how does a good man make his way in the world? Sometimes I'm shocked by the beauty and the mystique, and as a good friend once said, to live and to breathe is to toil. I went up to the mountain, and the mountain said, rest in me. You're gonna rest your weary head on eternity. I went down to the river, and the river said it all melts away, and you're not gonna take it with you when you leave. Talking about the pressure drop, and the pressure dropping down on you. Pressure drop, pressure's dropping down on you. Is it you? Oh yeah. Is it you? Oh yeah. I went up to the mountain, and the mountain said, rest in me. Gonna rest your weary head on eternity. I went down to the river, and the river said it all melts away, and you're not gonna take it with you when you leave. No, you're not gonna take it with you when you leave. No, you're never gonna take it with you when you leave. Had to throw a little Toots and the Maytals in there. He passed there a few months back as well.
Well, that sounded good. While I'm thinking about it, how is it that you spell your name?
HAC, come around to a Q, an additional U, and an ARD.
We got that U in there this time.
We got it, by God.
I wonder how many people Googled.
I mean, if you put a Q in there and you don't know that the U's implied, I don't know what to tell you. So,
just saying your last name, there's probably like 1,000 ways it sounds like it's spelled. Hacquard, Hacquard. No one knows who you really are.
Darrin Hacquard.
Darrin Hacquard.
Darrin Hacquard.
He's French.
Oui. folks want to find you on the World Wide Webs and just find out more about you, where can they go to follow you?
Well, I'm pretty good at the old Facebook and Instagram. Hit me a friend request on there and shoot me a message, whatever you want to do. Now, if you do a Google search on me, you might get mixed stuff on what you find there. So, but just there's music stuff, and don't pay attention to
The Arrest Records.
Yeah,
That's your brother, Darrin Hacquard.
that's Darnell.
Yeah.
He's my cousin. We're twin cousins.
On your mommy's side. Well, brother, you since we're down here in the old wild and wonderful state of West Virginia, you want to do us an old West Virginia number
Yes, I do.
before we get out of here and go get us some fried chicken?
Yeah, it always does my heart good to be back in this state here. I got it emblazoned on my giant bulging muscle here. Can't see it in the camera, but
Well, I got Kentucky and West Virginia on mine.
coming down here to the Appalachian String Band Festival on Clifftop there past Beckley, and the Glenville, West Virginia State Folk Festival, and the old mountain music is deep in my heart, and it always means a lot to me to come back. So
I know, speaking from this old West Virginia boy, it always means a lot to me when you can come back down here and spend some time here. And I've had a blast today, and like I said earlier, it means the world to me that you come down here and play some songs for each and every one of us. So,
well,
brother, I appreciate it.
thank you. Hazel Dickens. West Virginia, oh my home. West Virginia, where I belong. In the dead of the night, in the still and the quiet, I'll slip away like a bird in flight back to those hills, the place where I call home. It's been years now since I left home, and this city life ain't all I thought it'd be. I can't remember who I wanted to be, what I wanted to do, what I wanted to see, but I can still remember the place where I come from. Home, home. I can see it so clear in my mind. Home, home. I can almost smell the honeysuckle vine. Well, I paid the price for leaving. This life I have ain't all I thought it'd be. Just let me live, love, and let me cry. When I go, just let me die among the friends who'll remember when I'm gone. Home, home. I can see it so clear in my mind. Home, home. I can almost smell the honeysuckle vine. In the dead of the night, in the still and the quiet, I'll slip away like a bird in flight back to those hills, the place where I call home. In the dead of the night, in the still and the quiet, I'll slip away like a bird in flight back to those hills, the place where I call home. Oh, home.
Well, brother, that's a damn good one. I was telling y'all earlier, all I've had to do for the past 8+ years that I've been doing a radio show is worry about the audio side of things. And when we do these Barn and Grill shows, I just had to worry about being myself. Justin done the audio, Melissa done all the video work and stuff. So I'm finding out firsthand that they put a whole lot more into it than I did. I kind of had it made, but I just want them two to know how much I love them and appreciate them. And some of these shows we've done sure was special, and it means the world to me going forward to be able to capture stuff like this. And I just want to say thank you, Brother Darrin, for coming down. And I love you, and anytime that you're close, you always got somewhere to lay your head here in Dingus, I can tell you that. But I want to say thank you to each and every one of you that through Kickstarter and the folks that donated in other ways and stuff, and it just means the world to me. Like I've said a few times already, it just feels like a dream sitting here being able to do this, and I'm interested to see what things for me with the radio show and this video show do going forward. So just know I love each and every one of you and appreciate you, and like I said, I couldn't do it without you. But fellas, I believe I just seen Fallon pull in, so you want to go get some chicken?
Oh yeah.
Get some chicken.
That clock's called us in.
Time sure does fly by when you're having fun.
In other words, you mean we've been here about as long as we're welcome?
Yeah, I reckon it's about time to get our satchels and go, Hank.
That's right.
Well, hell, friends, as long as old 12 Pole Creek don't rise too high on me here, I'll be back with you this upcoming Wednesday for a brand new episode of the Old Soul Video Show. If you like what you're seeing this evening and you ain't already done it, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Turn the little bell notifications on so you know exactly when I upload it, like I said, every Wednesday. If you like the video, give her a like. I love hearing what you think about it, so leave me a comment. If you comment me your name and where you're from, hell, you never know, we might be saluting you next week. But hell, friends, if you ain't familiar with the Old Soul Radio Show, you can listen to my podcast every Friday. You can listen directly over at wbwalker.com. You can listen on your Apple device on the podcast app, or you can listen on your Android device over there on the old Stitcher app. But hell, wbwalker.com/store is where you can go to check out my wares. Patreon.com/Old Soul Radio Show is where you can make a monthly pledge and help out here with the podcast and the video show. Now, with every pledge, you unlock a post that has a link to this old camera up here in the Barn and Grill. Now, it streams 24/7. If you want to be a fly on the wall and check her out, there you go. If you want to see what I'm listening to, come on in and join me. Yeah, friends, you can find me on the Facebooks at facebook.com/Old Soul Radio Show. I'm on the Instagrams at Old Soul Radio Show. I'm on the Twitter at Old Soul Radio. Well, friends, I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you for taking the time out of your busy schedule here once again to join me here in Dingus, West Virginia for another mighty fine broadcast of the Old Soul Video Show. Y'all be good to one another, love one another, take care of one another. And like I said, the good Lord's willing, I'll be back with you next Wednesday for a brand new episode here of the Old Soul Video Show. Oh.